Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Fights through the tackler. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. The Cornhuskers will send the punt team onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And on the carry, he's heading left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Clemson. This quarterback on fire today. Here comes the point after attempt. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
But defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Huskers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To the air. It's Raiola. Quick throw over the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They're spotted at the 34.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Cole. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Give it to the back again. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Nebraska 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the defense brings him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
21, Nebraska 0.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He can't stop him. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson. This offense cannot be stopped. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Nebraska, 0.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal.
42 spike.
Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
But it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. Spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring, but more importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
The back's got it on the pitch. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 now for the offense. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They will try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
Nebraska 0.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Dump ball's caught by the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking to pass, it's Raiola. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
It's a quick grab. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle, but first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. That's a design quarterback keeper. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. 11 seconds in the first half as they'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Here's the option play. Tackle him right at the 31. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quick throw, the catch is made. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry out. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second and goal for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of yards.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on third down. To throw, it's Raiola. Quick throw to his receiver. Touchdown, Tigers. Stretch. This one is getting ugly.
Number 18 with the catch.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They're going to run the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown continues. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's going to be taken down, sacked on the final play of this third quarter.
third quarter. Clemson 56, Nebraska.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quick throw to the left. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
On the run, he'll let it go. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. To throw, it's Raiola. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And this one will be fair caught. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Close to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team. The character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going?
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set, second down play here. Back to pass. It's Raiola. The pass rush closing in. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. On 1st down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they couldn't use that when this football game was still in doubt. The Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense adds 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. They get some a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Now, it's always a special year and a moment.